What's up, everybody? Welcome back to On My Mind with Andre Still. And today we are going to talk about what it's like when you find out that you've been dating a cheater. Have either of you guys been cheated on? Do you have a story?
I have not been cheated on, fortunately. I'm very upfront though when I'm dating a person and I say, like if you ever have the need to cheat, just leave me. You don't have to, like just ghost me. It's cool, just disappear.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that rather than getting cheated on. What about you guys?
And you think that no dude has ever cheated on you?
Not that I found out. Like the kind of dudes that I've dated, they're too arrogant to not like admit that if they did it. I don't think.
Okay, I don't think I align with that. Because I feel like if a dude's arrogant, he's gonna be like,
He's
this,
stupid.
this chick thinks she's slick. Like,
Well, it's not even that I think I'm slick. I just feel like it's like an upfront conversation, and I'm like, okay, this is the thing.
Man, somebody sounds like they've been cheated on.
I've
right?
been
She
cheated
sounds
on.
like she been cheated
She's
on.
salty right now.
I'm not though.
Right.
And if I've been, I've not known it, and so I've not found
In
out.
denial.
That's my fucking point.
She in denial.
I don't think so though. I'm telling you.
Okay.
What about you
She's
guys?
arrogant.
What about you guys?
I mean, if I found out a girl was cheating on me, or if I was dating a cheater, I don't know. Honestly, I couldn't date her. Like, it's just against my morals.
So at what point do you? Okay, so say I'm like on the third date. Okay, you're on a third date with this person.
It's
and
not-
you find out she cheated on her ex.
That's not cheating. You've been on
No.
3 dates.
I'm not saying on you, but I'm saying that you find out that she in her last relationship was the cheater.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Does that impact like you moving
Yeah,
forward?
honestly, I would just tell her, I'm like, hey, look, honestly, thanks for a great evening, but this is not gonna work. Like,
So it's just like immediate cutoff. Like, is there any story that you could like forgive, or like, is there like a way that they would behave? Marcus,
I mean, yeah,
Cruz
like
disagrees.
everything's a perspective. So, like, let's say her boyfriend cheated on her first, then I'll be like, okay, all right, but that's still not cool that you did that. You should just broke up with him. Or
Yes, go ahead.
or not, go ahead.
Yeah, Marcus, you couldn't
I
hold back.
just feel like you guys are approaching this whole thing wrong. I feel
Okay.
like when someone, if you're talking about a past relationship, typically there's a reason why somebody is cheating on that person.
Is there always a reason?
Yeah, I think so. It's
Some people are just habitual cheaters.
Okay, so like if you were a habitual cheater and you like have some sex problem when you're sleeping with like 15 different people throughout a relationship,
Damn,
that's
who are you talking to?
You know what I'm saying? No, that has not.
Sounds like somebody
that
has issues.
that has not happened to me.
So it's happened to a friend.
No, I'm basing that off of y'all's hypothetical situation that you were throwing at me. But if someone is in a relationship and something is lacking and they go to try to find it somewhere else, like, I don't know that you should necessarily base that as the reason to not date them in your own relationship.
So, what scenario would need to occur for you, like, not necessarily have occurred for you to say, no, I'm not moving forward with this person?
Like, I
let's
would
say by date 3.
I would say if you're talking to this person and you're asking them, okay, why have your last 3 relationships ended? And every single time they're like, well, I cheated, then yeah, that's probably a fucking
Well, I'm not
problem.
gonna openly say they cheated 3 times.
Yeah, but some guys are honest. They might be like, hey, I was unfaithful, but it's something that I have committed to myself that I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't know. I just don't know if you can necessarily base it on the previous relationship. Also, like, Andre, you at 28 might be very different at 35. You know what I mean? Not that you cheated on anybody.
Yeah.
Have you?
No, I haven't cheated.
Okay.
Have you cheated on anybody?
No, not like.
Ooh, that was like a
I don't
second.
believe it either, yeah. And then his eyes went to the left to right.
No,
This is the thing that
no,
when
it was
they
this way.
lie.
It was this way.
It was that way.
I can't stand
that
these
was
bitches.
super unbelievable.
No, I had to think about it. Like, I have
Yeah,
never
you have
really.
to. That's
Right.
what cheaters do. They have
Right.
to think about the
Right.
lies.
I have not
No,
cheated on
I've
any
never
person.
cheated. I would say the worst thing that I have done
Okay.
is when I knew that a relationship was going to end, I have like opened up an app and like maybe started a conversation again to maybe like try to fill the void. But that's really the only thing. I've never really done it physically.
I
Is that-
actually have a question.
Okay.
Oh.
Is this because this happened to me while I was in a relationship?
Okay.
So I had a lab partner in college.
Okay.
I was dating this girl for like
That
8.5
sounds
years.
sexual.
Yeah, so
Lab
like.
coats.
Makes me want to be a
So,
scientist.
so there was this girl, super hot. Like, I mean, honestly, I couldn't have like gotten the hottest like lab partner
Yeah.
in my class, and we would like meet at the library. But like this was strictly like just like doing our lab work. And that's it. Like we're at the library, so I would meet her at the library. Had a girlfriend, and I told my girlfriend about her. So
Cheating.
I told my girlfriend about her. How's that
Yeah.
cheating?
How
So I told her, I was like, this girl started to like me. So I told her, I'm like, hey, look, I have a girlfriend, and she didn't care. She didn't give any fucks.
Mhm.
She had a boyfriend too, so I thought I was in the safe zone.
Okay.
So I told her, I told her I was gonna cut her off, and she
You're
couldn't-
that
she
part?
didn't.
He
yeah.
skipped
Okay.
a couple steps, I feel like.
No, I told her I was gonna cut her out because she started like making like flirtatious
Like
advances on me.
advances, yeah.
So then like there was just this day like I was just like my ex-girlfriend. She's just like, I don't want you talking to her anymore. I'm like, but she's my lab partner. She's like, well, I don't want you meeting with her anymore. I'm like, okay, fine, that's reasonable.
So hold on, your girlfriend, first of all, is kind of irrational because what
Yeah.
you're supposed to do is just get an F for her.
Yeah.
Like, sorry.
Your girlfriend is smart.
But-
she
but-
saw what the fuck was happening.
So,
it was like,
so then,
don't talk to my
so
man.
when I told the girl, I'm like, hey, look, we can't talk anymore. I was like, I walked out and like, I don't like taking elevators because I have this fear that I'm gonna get stuck in an elevator. So I went down the stairs and wait. So I was going down the stairs and then like out of nowhere, she like meets me on the first floor. Like, so she took the elevator and she met me on the
So
first
she
floor.
got there
and, like,
faster?
She got there faster. And then this girl like starts kissing me and I like pushed her away.
You attacked her?
After she
Like she like
kissed
pushed
you,
me. I pushed her away.
Yeah.
how long after she kissed you did you push her?
Like 2 seconds.
Mm.
So then I felt bad, so I went home and I told my ex-girlfriend. I mean my girlfriend at the time.
Is that why she
And-
became your ex-girlfriend?
No. Well, we didn't break up until 2 years later.
Okay, good.
But no, like I told her, she was mad. And I'm like, well, aren't you happy that I told you? Like, you know, I'm not talking to her anymore, but and
Yeah.
I tried to like stop talking to her. I told her.
So
and
that
she
was your
did
cheating
that.
moment?
I guess if like
yeah. I feel like you were honest in that situation
Yeah.
though. And
Yeah, that's the right thing to do.
I definitely do not consider that to be
Like
cheating.
the second I got
You
home,
know?
like she was home. So the second I got home, I told her, I'm like, hey, look, I gotta tell you something. I know you're not gonna be happy to hear this, but this is what happened.
And that also made her right
Yeah.
to ask you to dump that lab partner for me or what?
No, you guys, it's so that it's not practical. Like there's always going to be somebody hot that you work with. There's always
Not
going
one
to be
that's, like,
somebody who's
making advances
hot in the
at
middle of
you.
the business deal. You have got to learn how to manage those situations in life because they're always going to be there. They're always going to come
what
up.
could Andre do in the future?
Well, the thing is, the crazy thing is that like, I try to like get my I try to get the girl to understand that I have a girlfriend. So
Yeah.
it was the girl's birthday party. Like she was having a birthday, so we were all meeting downtown. So I brought my girlfriend so that she could
See,
get
that's
the
where you fucked
message.
up.
Why
That's
are you
where you
going to
fucked
the
up.
birthday party?
Yeah, thank you. Thank
That's what
you.
I'm saying about the
Thank
girlfriend
you.
was right because she saw that you were not behaving
Mhm.
in a way that reinforced what you were saying.
Well, I was trying to reinforce that like I got a girlfriend.
No,
You did it wrong.
don't go to the
You
party.
did it wrong. You don't go to the party.
That's-
You go to the library.
Exactly.
What
Well,
happened?
my girlfriend at the time, she's the one that wanted to. She's like, fine, I
Because
want
she
to
wanted
meet
to
this
meet the
girl.
competition, but that's when you say no. That's a setup. Everybody knows that's a setup.
Well, yeah, I was set
Setup.
up because the whole time
You fell for it.
Well, it was a setup because the whole time this girl's like fucking touching me around my girlfriend.
Ooh.
Like she was like, we were on the
That's how you
train.
get
We were
beat
on the
down.
train.
That's how you get a beat
Yeah,
down.
We were on the
I
train.
wish she would touch my man.
And like you know how like the train moves.
Okay.
Well, she was like grabbing my arm.
like,
and then-
oh,
Yeah,
I'm the
she had to do
train.
that. I'm like, man,
I
did
wish-
in my
Andre,
head.
you play games.
No, no,
You
no,
play
Andre-
games.
no, no,
You
no,
play-
seriously.
Thinks
No, no,
he's
seriously.
so innocent, you
No,
guys.
no. I was like, no.
That's
seriously.
why he's on this show today.
No, seriously, like I was like, man, this girl's about to get her ass beat. Like
Was
my
your-
girlfriend doesn't
Was your
beat her
girlfriend
ass.
about that life though, or
No, I thought she was gonna say something to her.
Oh, see, that was
But
your
did you-
responsibility.
Did
though.
you like?
I did
the
say
attention?
something. I'm like, hey, can you not do that? I'm like with my girlfriend. Like I told her that.
Did you say it sternly?
Yes, I said, what are you doing? Like my girlfriend's here. Like why would you do that?
Yeah,
Now
I
she's
don't
gonna.
believe you.
No,
Now she's gonna.
because he
leave
didn't
you.
say that on the front end.
Uh-huh.
You notice, like it's like the like after he said the thing, we look at him sideways.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel like you didn't have your
Look at
girlfriend's
this.
back in that
Yeah,
situation.
you
I'm
should
not
have
gonna
never
lie
brought
to
her.
you.
in
I
that
did.
scenario.
She even-
You should have never brought her. You should have never been in, like said yes to the birthday party.
I
That
think-
party,
yeah.
that conversation shouldn't have come up. Your girlfriend shouldn't have known there was a birthday party to begin with. With
Yeah,
some chick
why are you
that's
guys
chasing
commuting
you.
with her? Like this is
Right,
like
this got weird.
You didn't even just like go and meet her at the
Right,
party.
this got weird.
It's
And if she
like-
left with you, that means you stayed the entire birthday party for her to
Ooh.
like have left with you? The other girl.
No, we were all commuting together.
Why? But that seemed like the right thing to do.
Oh my god.
With a specific situation.
Andre, you would have been single after that night.
Literally.
Like,
yeah. If you were my man, this is a no-no.
Well, good thing
Yeah.
I was in college.
There you go. There you go.
We can make those mistakes.
Well, I don't make those mistakes anymore.
Yeah. So would
Shit.
you? Okay, let's say that you did get cheated on, and the person you felt like it was a mistake.
I'm
it was
out.
like you're out. You're out.
cheat-
You have a one-time
you
only
cheat, you're
policy.
out. Like, I don't care if we have 17 kids together.
Yeah.
Hopefully, that's with 17 nannies
Mhm.
that you pay for. I'm out. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing, like, to me, once that trust is broken, I don't have the mental capacity, I don't think, to get over that and then, like, trust you again. Like, I would always be looking at you sideways. I
Yeah.
think.
What about you?
I don't know. I'll stay new to this topic.
Okay, fair
Okay,
enough.
please.
Fair enough.
Okay,
Yeah, because
okay.
sometimes it does take a little bit of work, depending on. I would like to think that if you did have 17 kids with somebody and they cheated once, that you might be able to have the conversation. I know it's probably
It's like
tough.
that time that happened with Miranda and Steve on Sex and the
Right,
City.
and then they had to meet in the middle of the bridge, and
Yeah.
they figured it out. You know what I mean?
But that anger is
It would be
real.
really tough for me to do that also, but I think it's all dependent upon the type of work that you've like put into the relationship. I will say on the back end, one time I was dating somebody who was married, and I felt
Oh,
like
Okay, moral codes.
Oh.
We will talk about that in another episode.
Oh, wait, okay, no, okay, fair enough.
No, we can. Go
Moral
ahead.
codes.
Let's start it. Let's open up the can of worms.
No, but so like he actually had a wife, but he told me that his wife understood who he was and that she was okay with him dating men. And so whenever like he would like fly into town or like fly me out, like it was always like okay.
You believed him?
I believed him, but then I got to the point where I felt like I deserved better because I always felt like I was going to be like the number two.
Is it like when Molly was dating Dro and Dro is married on Insecure?
They weren't like really in love like we were.
Well, she loved him, and remember, she wanted to be with him, and that's tough to be like the third wheel.
Yeah, it's definitely tough to be the third wheel, especially when you feel like you have
It's a
something.
It's a throuple.
Right. Well, I never met
But
them.
she
I never
never
met
met
them.
them.
Do you
Yeah.
now looking back on it? Do you think he really like that? She knew that he had a side piece, and it was.
I
Like,
don't know that I don't know that she knew that I existed.
Right.
I
So
do
he's
think that they probably had the conversation about there being a man in the because that's something that she couldn't obviously do for him. You know what I mean? So
Not effectively, anyway.
Exactly. So that would be my closest encounter with having been cheated on. But I got to the point where I was like, I'm not even making the best decision for myself. So
Yeah, and I guess I have a cheating story, and I'll do it really quick since we were running a
Wait,
little long on
you
this
got
one.
a cheating
Oh.
story?
Well, so it wasn't
Oh,
really
okay.
cheating. So this is the
Oh,
thing.
okay.
So I was
got
dating
a
this
friend.
guy. I was dating this guy, and when it was my birthday. Do you remember that birthday party I had when Manny was working up in River North? And it was the night like Ariel had like fun in the bathroom. Cheryl and all of them came.
Yeah,
and
yeah, definitely
And then I
remember,
got
yeah.
into a fight. Like he got into a fight with Marco because Marco was flirting with me.
okay.
And then this was like a random person, and then my boyfriend came and like pushed him on the dance floor. We were all like, and then like a week later, my friend Ariel saw him out with some chick, and he had like his arm around her at the restaurant, and then she went up to him. She was like, "Oh, hey, good to see you.
Mhm.
Who is this?" And then I got that call, and she
Yeah.
was like, "You need to check your man." And at that point, we'd already been like fighting, and I think like in his mind, it was kind of like on the outs.
Mhm.
And then when I went and I asked him like, who's this bitch, right? He was like, oh, she's my therapist, right, motherfucker. So you with your therapist in a restaurant with your arms around her?
Yeah.
Because that's not like against whatever those rules
So
are.
So what we learned, thank you. Thank you, right?
Okay.
Well,
She
but that's the
came
thing,
off like,
nothing
I got
happened.
this.
But nothing happened, and then after that, I broke up with him.
Nothing ever happened.
Well, and then I broke
he
up
made
with
it all.
him.
You don't know what happened when
What
on the
happened?
way to the restaurant. What happened at
No,
the
he got
restaurant?
caught right away, and then I called him while he was still out. When I got the call, I was like, "Duh-duh-duh-duh. Where you at?"
Mhm.
I think she has amnesia. she
Whatever,
automatically
girl.
remembered.
Whatever.
She got cheated
Girl.
on.
Broke
You
up
got-
with him on the spot. Didn't even want to hear the explanation.
So the poll of the day is: did Nadej get cheated on?
No.
I think you've already got 2 votes here that say she did. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in to On My Mind, and
You know, I
we'll chat with y'all
think
later.
the next topic should be denial.
That's for all three of us.
Yeah,
Deny shit.
yeah.
Throuple. I
was not in a throuple.
You were
I
in a
was over
throuple.
here. I was over here.
It's a throuple.
It's not a throuple unless the three of y'all are involved in it.
Like a person is having sex with two different people, like maybe on the same day, maybe on the days that he flew out, he fucked her, then he fucked you.
But that's
For
not
him,
a throuple.
that's a throuple.
No, it's not. He got two separate. A throuple
A
is
throuple
three
is
people
I
in a
understand what a
relationship.
throuple is. I was
But
just
do
trying
you-
to trip you
The
up.
The same way that you
I
don't
was
understand what
trying
cheating is.
Man.
The same way that you don't understand that you got cheated on.
She had bad memory.
Denial.
You're like Dory from Finding Nemo.
Wow. Can I not be compared to a cartoon?
A
But that's
fish.
all right.
You a fish.
I'm a fish. You right.
Okay.
Oh, man.